folks, thanks for joining me today. So in today's tutorial, we're going to be painting a cute little turtle. So I've done a turtle, actually I've done quite a few turtles, but I believe I have done another tutorial on painting a turtle. It's similar to this, but this one I wanted to do a little bit more like give him the I don't know what they're called, and I do apologize for not being technical, but they look like little honeycombs on the top of his shell. So that's what I'm sketching out right now, is just making sure that I get the placement done correctly. I know that it is not exact, and I know that it is not like in reality, but this is my painting, and this is my way of being creative. So please forgive me if it is not true to what it's supposed to be, but this is what I saw in my mind and put out onto this rock. So this is a new rock that I got a mold from, I believe it was Amazon. But I've had it for a while, and I haven't used it until just recently, and I really, really like it. So it's slightly smaller than the mold number 3 from the Happy Dotting Company, and but it's taller. Like it gives it more of a round shape, more of a pebble, rather than being flat. So I really thought it was great to do this. I'm looking forward to doing some bugs and some beetles and making them look really cute using this mold. So I hope to have some tutorials of those out, likely in the new year, because I've been focusing on getting these Christmas ornaments done, so that I can bring you the 12 days of Christmas. I just also want to say that I may throw in a rock or two in that whole series that's coming up very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. Because sometimes I just want to paint on a rock and I wanted to paint some Christmas stuff. So I did do some on rocks as well. So I will include those in my 12 days of Christmas, and I'm so looking forward to that, to get them finish editing and get them posted for you. So as I've been yapping here, I've been painting away, and I am using Christmas Green by DecoArt. And I actually do 2 coats of this, but you don't see me do 2, you only see me do 1. That's just to save you from boredom, watching me paint the same thing over twice. So I found that with the white background, the paint just didn't cover completely, even when I sponged it out. So I do go in and give it a second coat. I'm making sure that I get all of the inside part of the pencil that I drew on there to be completely covered. And I do go out of the lines. I'm doing air quotes, and I know you can't see me, but that's what I'm doing. I'm going out of the lines. And that's okay, because I do go in to clean it up afterwards. So stick around for that. And I do put pictures of the finished product at the end. So stay tuned to the end so that you can see what it looks like once it's all coated and ready to find its new home. And it is so cute. I love doing these little turtles. And they're just so cute. I do frogs as well. I've got a few tutorials on frogs as well. So if you're interested in seeing more of my turtles and my frogs, I urge you to please check out my listings on my channel. And if you like this video, make sure you give me the thumbs up. And if you're new, welcome. Make sure to subscribe, because like I said, that 12 days of Christmas is coming up. And ring the bell, because it'll give you notification every time I post a new video. So you don't want to miss anything. Ring that bell. So now I'm going in and I'm using one of my sponge brushes that I got from Amazon. There is a link in the description below if you want to get your own set. And this is Apple Tart from Craftsmart. All the colors that I use will also be listed in the description below. So there's a lot of good information down there, including a link to my Etsy shop that is currently on vacation because thanks to the Canada Post strike, I'm not able to mail anything out. So unfortunately, if you wanted any of my stones and my rocks to give to someone or to have for Christmas, um, unfortunately, I can't get them to you until the strike is over. And with us getting so close to Christmas now, I don't think that we're going to have time to do that. So, but I will keep you posted and let you know when those workers get what they need and get back to work and start moving the mail again. And I will keep you posted on that. Another good place to visit me is over at my Facebook page. There's a link in the description for that one as well. I post a lot of stuff on there that I don't necessarily have a video for. So if you're interested in anything else that maybe I've done, I suggest that you go over and visit me over in Facebook world. I'm also on Instagram, but I don't post an awful lot on Instagram. And it's not because I don't want to. It's just I find that keeping up with the socials is quite time consuming. And I do apologize for that. I'm going to try to make that a little bit more of a priority so that I can reach you if you don't have Facebook. So you're watching me go in, and I'm now filling in all of the white spaces between each part of the honeycombs, I guess, or the stop sign hexagon shapes. I'm using Deep River Green, which is made by Delta, and that's all I'm using is a lot of different greens. And of course, I've got to throw in some gold in there. So I use my Glorious Gold from DecoArt. And you'll see that a little bit later. But yeah, so I'm just going through and I am redefining those shapes that are on the top of the turtle shell. And that's where his little head's going to go. And yeah, I'm just filling it all in. And this paint worked very well. It's very dark and it does dry darker, and that's okay with me. I didn't use black for this because I really wanted the turtle to be all about the greens. So that's what I did. And now I'm going in and I'm sponging more of the shell to give it a little bit more shading. So I go in with more of that apple tart. I add a little bit of white. I even do, you can't see it right now because my fat hand's in the way, but I am using some more of that Christmas green, and I've only put it on one side of the brush so that I can blend the apple tart and the Christmas green together at the same time. And then I just add a little bit of white in the middle. And I do this for all of them. I'm not going to show all. I'm just going to show you a few of them here, just so that you get an idea as to what I'm doing when my hand gets out of the way. So I just do this for all of them. And you'll see this with the magic of editing, that all of a sudden all of them are done. And I'm working away at getting this all sort of cleaned up and pretty and lightened up and give them some shading, that kind of stuff. So there you can see where I've got the dark green and the light green, and I'm blending them together at the same time. And then I can just come in with a little bit of white and do the center. And I'm not overly concerned about being absolutely perfect on this because I wanted the sort of the look that it is actually going from light to dark, but I also want those colors to be shown. So I didn't really want it to be absolutely perfect. And I think that I was able to capture that without trying to be so perfect. Excuse me. I don't know if anybody else out there is fighting a cold, but I am, and I think I'm on the last leg of it. So I do apologize for my voice and for maybe the odd throat clearing. I'm just at the end of it, and it just seems that like the end of a cold just lasts forever, and it doesn't really ever seem to go away until one day you just realize, oh my gosh, I'm not clearing my throat anymore, or I'm not coughing anymore. um, so yeah, it is the season. It's time for colds and all of that good stuff. So we've had a lot of snow the last couple of days. So I've been busy keeping my driveway clean and gotta still get my snow tires on. Haven't done that yet. Oops. But that's okay. I will get that done and just carry on with this winter season. I mean, it's here, and we are going to be in it for a little while. So stay warm, everybody, if you are in a colder climate. I am in Northern Ontario, Canada. And yeah, we got our first blast of winter, and I think it's sticking around. It's because we got a lot of it. Um, so, anyways, I'm just cleaning up things with my glorious gold here, and I find that just adding this step, it really makes those little pieces of his shell really pop, and it makes him look so cute and so royal, I guess. That's how I see him, as being very royal, very important, because he's got these gold shimmers that are surrounding each one of his scales that are on his shell. So I just go around and I do all of those. I will go back in and fix up all of those little spots that are sort of the wrong color. And again, I do that off camera because I mean, really, you want to see what it looks like as the finished product, and I don't need to bore you on how to do that. I mean, everybody knows how to go in and clean up anything that you make a mistake on. Um, and then, yeah, I could just keep working away on this guy's little shell here, and this is his home. So turtles carry their homes on their backs. So it's very important that he has some really nice home decorating here, if you know what I mean. So that's why we're throwing on this gold. And we got to make his home look the best on the street. So, or I guess it's more of a mobile home for him, I guess, because it goes everywhere he goes. Oh, turtles are so interesting. They're just amazing creatures, very slow, but they can go fast if they need to. Great swimmers. Um, for the most part, especially like snapping turtles and sea turtles that are living in the sea. So yeah, turtles are just some of some of our creatures that we have that live among us. Are some of the most interesting creatures, and how they were created, and how they were uh, developed with their survival mechanisms and things like that. It's just, I always find myself going down a very deep rabbit hole, especially on YouTube when I'm looking at videos and watching informationals and things like that about animals in our animal kingdom. And I just think it's amazing. So I will be posting next week the last full moon of the full moon series. And I will tell you this, I had a great time coming up with ideas for these moons. And I've done one for every month of the year. So next year, I am looking at doing another series. It seems to be one of my tales, I guess, or one of my things that I'm going to be known by is my monthly series tutorials based on what that month is about. So if you're interested, the first year that I did that, I did the soul symbols, which I'm still making today. They are a big hit at all of the shows that I go to. People love the idea of them, so those are posted. And let me know if you want to see any of my other designs that I've created with those, and I can post those up as well. And then I did a mini gnome series last year, and I did 12 Days of Christmas last year. This year I did 12 Days of Halloween, and I'm gearing up for the 12 Days of Christmas. And I did the full moon series. So every month around the full moon, I posted the full moon painting. So I'm looking for suggestions for next year. So if you have any suggestions, leave me a comment below, and I'll definitely look into whatever you suggest into the monthly series of next year's tutorials. So all I can ask is that you leave me a comment, and I will certainly do some investigation and some research and see what I can find so that I can bring those tutorials to you. So now I'm going to just touch up everything. You would have seen me. I went around the bottom of his shell all the way around, and I made the little sort of upward swipes for where his tail would be and his legs would come out. But those are all tucked inside because it's so cold outside. And he's got his little head just sort of peeking out a little bit there. And that's what we're going to work on right now. We're going to give him some rosy cheeks. We're going to give him a cute little smile. And we're going to give him these most adorable eyes. So he looks so cute and friendly. So now I'm just rounding off his face. I'm using black paint right now by DecoArt. And oh, I should mention that the white, that was the base coat, was also DecoArt. So, and like I mentioned before, all of the colors will be listed in the description below. So at the end of the video, make sure you check out all of that really cool information. It's full of links and information that I hope you benefit from and that you can take advantage of. I will be painting the entire bottom black. I was originally going to do it kind of like a yellow color because most turtles' bellies are kind of like a yellowy, pale brown kind of color. But because I put felt on the bottom of my rocks so that they protect furniture if you're going to set it up on a piece of furniture or something, and it won't scratch your furniture. So I decided not to do that and decided to do just cover it in black. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just going as close to the gold as I can without going over top of it, and giving myself that sort of stopping point of the black. And it really worked for me. I was very glad that I did this, and I didn't go over it. And if you do, the really cool thing about acrylic paints is you can paint over top of it and just let it dry. And then you can paint over top of it. So there's his little eyes. Now we're going to give him some rosy cheeks. This is bubblegum pink that I'm using. And it's like a dry brush technique that I'm just sort of sponging it on there. Then we're going to give him a cute little smile here. And then we're going to add some pupils to his eyes. And then he's finished. So I hope you enjoyed this. And I want you to remember that life is what you make it. So get creative.